Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
Where'd it go? Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
And what if you fuck up?
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
I'd be pissed scared I'd get a boner or fucking fart or something.
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
Shut the fuck up, man.
You're
You're making me nervous.
We're back. We're not on mute. We're back with Pop Culture in the Morning. I feel like I'm the camera's a little low. I gotta do it like this, I guess. Okay, we got a pretty good crowd in here for a Monday morning. 14 people. Whoa, breaking the internet down. 14 people. This is Pop Culture in the Morning. This is usually where I give you news, action figure news, movie news, and then we do a topic. The topic today will be Saturday morning cartoons, but live action. Saturday mornings TV shows, but live action. You know, we all look at that. I got something new up there. You see that? Y'all like that? I got a lot of new stuff today, guys. We got. You know, you send a super chat, you get the random soundboard. Well, now you can get a random video clip. Let's say you send a super chat, you might get this one right here.
And a smile that lights up the night, and it all belongs to Kid Dynamite.
And who wouldn't want that? I know I would. You know, that camera is low, and that's going to bug the shit out of me the whole time. Just give me 1 second, guys. Oh, got to scratch my ass. That's really why I said that. I got to scratch my ass, man. Oh, shit, that shocked me when I touched the camera. Hey, this is live. Anything can happen, right? That's the problem with live. Anything can happen, and it often does. So, like I said, we're going to do Saturday morning shows, but live action. It seems like when everybody talk about, you know, growing up in the 70s and 80s and talking about live action shows, they're always talking about cartoons. But there was a lot of good goods. Maybe that's just being, maybe, I don't know if I can say good, but there was a lot of live action shows in the 70s and 80s, and we're going to actually look at one from the 90s I actually enjoy to watch. So who we got? Of course, we got Raw Solo in here. Look at that. Something else new. Did you see that? Did we get a super chat? It says over here we got. Oh, there we go. Raw says he loves it. So Raw gets him a. Let's give him one more video since I'm hanging out with the new. Let's give him one more video. Here he goes. This is for you, Raw.
Kiss my grits.
Okay, sorry, it's down in the corner. I tried to drag it, but the video will stop playing every time. It's just a short clip. Oh, okay, Raw. We got Raw here. Send in a super chat already. Thank you so much. We got Chris. We got Roger. We got Candace Cherry. Can you believe it? We are lucky. We got Candace Cherry in the house. We got Roger. We got the original Junkman, Fred Sanford. We got, who did I say? Chris. Of course, Chris Cadwell is always here. Chris is always here. Appreciate that. Brian's another. We got our regulars in here. We got a whole little group of regulars, it seems. Hopefully, we'll build this and get a lot more out. Do y'all let me know if y'all like that little chat window thing coming up there? In fact, let me move it over because I don't think you can see it all. Something's wrong with my click and drag. It keeps making me want to reboot. No, stop it. Okay, it's not dragging. Something's wrong with it. That's what earlier I told y'all in the chat for the show I had to reboot. So we'll fix that tonight at 7 o'clock when we do the Star Wars Monday. You'll be able to see that a little. Let's just cut that off for now until I get that fixed. Uh-oh, cut the wrong thing off. Let me try to drag it. It turns into a hand, but it won't fucking drag. Why? Well, this is live. Anything can happen. So let's cut that off for right now, but you still got, if you send a super chat, it'll pop up there on the screen, hopefully. And, of course, you'll get a random video chat. But we still got Mr. Soundboard. Some of you like Mr. Soundboard. Some of you hate him.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
And we got a brand new sound on the soundboard. I meant to put on it last week. I never did. Here it is.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Don't know if you can hear that one. Fighting the Frizzies.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
So let's see here again. I don't really have much news now. I was gonna, I've been doing in the mornings. I've been doing the latest action figure news, and unless there's something breaking, it needs to be said. I'm moving news to Tuesday. Tuesday was gonna be Toy Talk Tuesday. Then I thought, why don't I just call it the Action Figure Show? So Tuesday, 7 o'clock will be the Action Figure Show. So I want to save all my news for there. That way, I'll have something new to talk about. Now, of course, it's not going to be the Action Figure Show that you guys loved, the late night talk show format. But I'm still trying to get Larry to drop in here, get Alien Todd to drop in here. Did y'all see Alien Todd the other day? Did y'all see Alien Todd? Hey, he made an appearance in the latest video, the one about after school specials. Did y'all see that? Uh-oh, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing there. What did I just do? Why did I bring that over here? This is live. Anything can happen, right? I'm just going to bring up that Alien Todd in case anybody missed it out there. I'm sure y'all see it, but I just want to watch it again. Let's bring this over here. For anybody that missed Alien Todd, was on the latest video. I know a lot of you like Alien Todd out there. Some of you think he's hard to understand. Some of you like him. Some of you hate him. Let's see.
Whew, gotta get this editing done. I tell you, the Junkman messes up a lot. I gotta get this Action Figure Show edited and up online.
How's it going, Larry?
Oh, hey, Alien Todd.
You on a deadline?
Yeah, I'm on a deadline, you could say. I gotta get all this edited up within 3 hours.
Well, I got something to make you get that 3-hour work done in about 30 minutes.
Is that drugs?
Drugs? Nah, man, this ain't drugs. This is angel dust.
No, I'm not doing any drugs. Nancy Reagan told me just say no.
Oh, man, fuck Nancy Reagan. Like she ain't never got a bump of the dust.
No, thank you. I don't need anything like that.
Are you sure? It'll make your booty hole hot.
Look, no means no. I don't want that.
Whatever, that just means more for me. Check it later. I want to vote Gangsta Chewbacca buy something from me.
And there he goes, trying to see if he can sell any to Gangster Chewbacca. Hopefully Gangster Chewbacca turned it down also. I tell you, it's hard working with that Alien Todd. I know he's over my shoulder right now looking to make sure I don't screw up and then try to offer me some angel dust. But, let's see. I've already called my congressman to cancel Todd. There you go. There you go. Let's get him. And I try to fire him, but he's part of the union. And it's just, man, it's really difficult. I gave up trying. I said, I'll just let him, I'll just let him cancel himself over time. I'm sure he'll say something. Yes, he said F Nancy Reagan. How dare he? And it was good to have Larry back. It was good to have old Larry back. It's good to be back. I know that's a good impression of Larry. Nancy smoked crack. She probably hit it every now and then. But like I said, I just saw on Twitter before I got started here that William Shatner, the captain himself, Captain Kirk, T.J. Hooker, Rescue 911 operator, all that and more, has turned 90. Today is his birthday, so a big happy birthday to William Shatner out there. I need a William Shatner sound clip or a video clip here, but I don't have one. So, William Shatner, wherever you are, I'm sure you're not watching, this is going out to you.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
So, game over, man. Game over. I don't really have much news either. Let's pull up the news. I didn't really have much news either, believe it or not. There wasn't much out there. Every news site I went to for movie news is all about the Snyder Cut. And I'm the only person in the history of the world right now that don't really give a shit about Snyder's Cut. One thing, I'm not watching a 4-hour movie. One thing, I watched Justice League the first cut, and I didn't like any of it at all. And honestly, I'm just not a big fan of comic book movies. I know I love comic books. I've just been really turned off by comic book movies, unless it's like The Dark Knight, Logan I really love. And from everything I see of the Snyder Cut, just doesn't look like it's for me. But I hear a lot of good things. I hear it's really good. But here's some news. I don't know. This was listed as news, but I don't think it's really news. It says Kevin Feige will not have any involvement with any upcoming Star Wars television shows. I don't know why anyone would think he was, but apparently some people did. Maybe Gloomy Cunt, maybe she thought that, but no, he's just going to do his movie and then move back over and go back to work on Marvel. But I never really expected him to do anything with that. But and what about fans of Star Wars? We got a new Star Wars cover for an upcoming holiday book. Holiday book, and I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and bash on Star Wars, but when it comes to their novels, now I don't read, so I don't really care anyway because I'm not going to read it. I won't let me click and drag today. They just really have a hard time doing covers that will make someone like me say, hey, maybe I should read the EU. Maybe I should get into these Star Wars novels. Because it seems like every time they do a new book or something, it's just got a horrible cover. Even a comic book, it's got such a horrible cover on it. It just makes me say, ugh, I'm not looking at that. That doesn't even look like Star Wars. Of course, this guy's got a lightsaber. It seems like some at Lucasfilm think if you put a lightsaber in somebody's hands, that's automatically Star Wars. I don't think so. Maybe you do, but I don't. Again, we're going to catch up on some chats in a minute. But again, super chats really helps out the channel. Make sure that we can keep doing pop culture in the morning. That was fun because my ad space on pop culture in the morning is like 30 cents. So. Well, I'm not sitting here begging. If you can help out, if you can, that's fine. If you can't, if you can't, you can't. If you can, you can. Not going to sit here and beg. But hey, just put it out there. And you might get a random sound.
I like to make werewolf movies.
Yes, he does. He likes to make werewolf movies. And of course, we got some video clips we're going to be playing for you guys here. Need to come up with some more, but I got some more that I didn't add because I'm running out of time here because I waited to the last minute, and we'll be adding those for the Star Wars show tonight. So that'd be really, really good, I think. Okay, is it time to... That's it for the news. Like I said, I didn't have... Oh, there was one more. I didn't bring a picture to it. Eddie Murphy has done a recent update about Beverly Hills Cops. Beverly Hills Cop 4. He said he's been trying to get off the ground for 15 years, and Netflix owns the rights to it now. Netflix is the one that's working on it, but they can't get the script right, and he says he will not do it until the script is right, something he agrees. So it looks like we're still a few years out for Beverly Hills Cop 4. Hopefully it's good. A lot of times when they do these reunion movies, reunion television shows and stuff, it just doesn't hold up. You get a lot of hype because you remember what you grew up with, and then you go see it and you're like, it just doesn't feel like the same thing. They're old. You don't feel right because they're so much older. It lost some of the magic. I mean, you can go to about any movie where they did like a reunion and brought it back. It just didn't feel right. I mean, there have been some exceptions, like to all rules. There's always some exceptions, but for the most time, it's even thing with like albums, like your favorite band gets back together after like 20 years, and you're all hyped up for it, like they're getting back together. Then you listen to it, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess that was okay. Or you live in denial for a while, and it was good, man. It was good. But then when you go back to that band, to their catalog, to their history of music, you always go back to the old stuff. You don't go back to that new one that when they got back together. Just how it is, I guess. You just can't. They say you can't go home, so I guess that's true. You just can't go home. Gonna have George Lucas. Yeah, I think George Lucas should be in the fourth movie. Remember, he was in Beverly Hills Cops 3. They should work that scene in where he was a mastermind all the time, and he saw Axel Foley there at the fair, and that's when he decided a plan to get Axel Foley. That's taken about 20, 30 years, probably 30 years, closer to 30. Oh, damn, probably closer to 40. Can't believe the 90s is 30 years ago when you think of stuff in the 90s. Bromade01 says he hates his job. Well, it's time to find something else. Life is short. Hate your job. Get out there. Grind it. Find something else. Trust me. Find something else because it is not good to do something you hate doing. I know my parents always like, hey, go over here. It pays a lot of money. I was, they open an Amazon warehouse here, and all I've heard is horror stories about working at Amazon. And people's like, hey, man, I heard they start out good, paying good. I'd rather get paid $1 an hour than go every day to somewhere I hate going. Hey, this is a guy who doesn't have a job to go to right now. So he's trying to build up pop culture in the morning and the channel so we can, so we all want to do something we love doing. And I put a lot of work into this already. I've always put more work into the channel than I did any actual work. But sorry to hear you hate your job. But like I said, do it, grind it out, get you a resume, start applying for stuff on the side. I mean, it's easy now because you can apply online. It's not like the old days where you had to go down to the place, get an application and everything, take a day off work and go look for a job. So always stay out there looking. Oh, Roger says, whoa, 15 years? That long time to wait? Yeah, well, he's been working on it for 15 years, and we don't have to wait 15 years. If we had to wait 15 years for a new Beverly Hills Cop, he would be about 90 years old. Well, I was talking about William Shatner's birthday, and I got sidetracked. William Shatner, man, he looks good for 90. You have to admit, William Shatner, let me see if I can get a picture of William Shatner. Although we all know what he looks like. Current. I mean, and I'll tell you, he said his secret to aging. I think he talked about when I saw him at Dragon Con one time. Now, I don't know how old this picture is, but... Well, this is him at 88, it says. So let's pull this up right here. I know y'all are like, we know what William Shatner looks like. You don't have to pull up a damn picture of him. But let's pull up a picture of William Shatner just so we can talk about him. I mean, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, William. Now it's not going. Okay, there he is, William Shatner. I mean, old man body. Got some old boobs going there. Maybe he needs the manzier or the bro, which one area you prefer. But, you know, that's normal. 88 right there. Just turned 90. But really, if I saw him walking down, if I saw this guy, and that's just a picture of him walking down the road. That's not some, you know, on the set makeup photo. Because I saw him at Dragon Con, but it's probably been about 5 years ago, and he looked about like that. So I was surprised. If I saw this man walking down the road, I swear he was in his 70s, maybe late 70s, maybe early 80s. I wouldn't think, hey, that guy's 90 or 88 right there. So you have to admit, he looks really good for his age, and he seems to be able to still get around and be in the right frame of mind and everything. So way to go, William Shatner. Now, when I saw him at Dragon Con, somebody asked us, how do you stay so well looking, so good looking at your age? You don't look your age. And he said he gains 10 pounds every year, and that stretches out his face so he doesn't have as many wrinkles. And there's something to say about that. Whenever you see an old person and they're really skinny, they just look sick. Don't they? Their skin hangs and everything. So he learned that, hey, I'm going to get fat. But you would think gaining 10 pounds a week can't be healthy for you at 90 years old. But that's William Shatner for you. Always thinking outside the box. Always doing something good. Working on today's video. Don't forget the daily videos. Now is going to come up at 5. It will be up early for you YouTube members and stuff. And we're working on Star Blazers. I say we, but it's no we. It's just me. Working on Star Blazers. They're going to be a Star Blazers. If you remember Star Blazers, there's going to be a video about Star Blazers toys. Yes. Action figures. So we're going to talk about that. Let's check over the chat again. Super chats to make sure I don't miss them. And super chats to get you a video or sound clip or both. Raw says, happy birthday, Joe. It's Joe's birthday also, I guess. It's okay, Joe. We're going to have to give you a sound clip here. We're going to have to give you a sound clip. It's your birthday and the sound clips are new. It just seems like, let's see, I can find one that's kind of, we're going to give you this one. Are you ready, Joe? This, what's his last name? I'm not even going to try to read it. Joe, this is going out for you for your birthday. Happy birthday from all of us in the junk room.
Funny, but here's that rainy day. Here's that rainy day they told me about.
There you go, Joe. I hope you enjoyed that for your birthday. People, you can say, hey, did you get anything for your birthday? Yes, I got a clip of Paul Williams dressed like an ape from the Planet of the Apes giving us a love song. Well, not his song, love song, but another type of love song. He did do a song called Old Fashioned Love Song, which is pretty good. Paul Williams, I think he was in Smokey and the Bandit, wasn't he? Wasn't he also in Smokey and the Bandit? Paul Williams, what a great guy. But what a great Joe. Joe's your birthday. There's your video clip of the day. We got a lot of crazy video clips. We sure do. And as you can tell, I'm stalling till about 30 after before we talk about Saturday morning live actions because I have to stretch this out for an hour every day. Woo, right? But I hope we're still having fun here. We got Robert Long said, I like Star Blazers. The spaceship looked like a ship on the ocean. That's what I liked about it. It kind of like, you know, it kind of like took something from the ocean and worked it into a spaceship. I like that. That was pretty good, dude. You know, they did a live action movie. I might bring that in. They did over in Japan or China or somewhere. I don't know. They did a live action Star Blazers. It has that ship in it and everything. If y'all seen the trailer for that, check that out on YouTube. I should have brought that over here, guys. But, you know, it's pretty big budget for what I remember. I don't know if it's good or anything, but I remember when it came out. Didn't play over here, of course. We got Car Shop Reality. It says, good to be here this morning. Good to have you, Car Shop Reality. We got Ashley. I didn't see Ashley earlier. Ashley is here. She said the 70s, that's harsh. Remember, he had a perm. Who had a perm? William Shatner? Oh my God, my mom used to get a perm at Sears, and it would wake me up on Saturday mornings because it stunk up the house. I don't know why getting a perm stunk so much. It looks like Bill Bellock's coach. I don't know who that is. It looks like Mike Myers. Who? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. His face is made on the mask. So I won't get offended about that one. Left Coast Graphics says, when's the part of the show you talk about live action Saturdays? Did I know? It comes up at 30 after. I'm trying to do the last half of the show about the topic, and the first half just kind of news usually, but we didn't have any news, you know, like I had the Beverly Hills Cop stuff. So we're probably going to jump into the live action stuff in a few minutes, a little sooner than later. Oh, we got another super chat. Super chat from Brian. Brian's always here hanging out, helping the channel. He gets a... There you go. Look at that. Y'all like that? I like that. I like that. Look, it pops up on the screen so everybody can see it. Gets his name, makes him famous. Woohoo! I'll make you famous. Let's give him a soundboard, and we'll give him a soundboard and a video clip. Where is my favorite? Oh, here we go.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
We'll give him the shucky ducky quack quack, and we will give him a video clip. Let's see what we can give him. Brian, let's see what Brian deserves here. We've done that one. Here you go, Brian. This one's for you.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this? Who? Jack Burton. Me.
There you go. There's your clip of the day. So if anybody asks, how'd you start your morning? Say, well, I got a video clip over at Pop Culture in the Morning, all sent just for me. This is the first time hearing the morning. This is the first time. Go Car Shop realized it's the first time here in the morning. It feels like Junkman in the Morning radio show. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for, a radio show. Morning Zoo, got the soundboards, got everything. Just don't have a wacky female co-host that says, oh, don't say that when I say something kind of edgy. I already did that one.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
That it is popping, but let's go.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Fighting the Frizzy. Let's do this one.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter Mountain Dew.
I still haven't found a good way to feed all that through the app, but there we go. That Junkman, is Doom coming on your channel? I really doubt that. He's probably going to say, who is Junkman? Just like Nerd Erotic. Nerd Erotic, I heard in his live stream, somebody asked him about me, and he said he didn't know who the Junkman was, but I've talked to Nerd Erotic. We have DM'd. He's following me on Twitter when I have my main Twitter account. We've talked to each other. In fact, I sent him a Star Wars Celebration badge so he could go, and the promise that he would return it, and he ended up not going, and he lost my badge. And I had to make a video about, hey, where's my badge? Because he would never answer me when I kept asking for my damn badge. He wouldn't answer my emails, my DMs, nothing. And then I did a video, and within 40 minutes of doing that video, I got an email from Nerd Erotic that said, hey, dude, sorry I moved, I lost your badge, sorry about that, and sent me $300. And he didn't have to do that. So a great guy. I'm not here complaining about he did that or anything. It's just that then, a couple of weeks ago, somebody asked if he knew who I was, and he said no. And I was like, come on, dude. I understand you probably gets a lot of chat. If I just chatted him through super chats or something, I can understand that. But I gave him a freaking badge of Star Wars Celebration. Why? Because he said he wouldn't give Disney any money, and I did respect that. He said he wanted to go to meet his fans, meet people to watch his channel, but he wasn't going to give Disney his money, which is fine, because I remember the Gamer Kid said he wouldn't give Disney his money, and then he flew out to Celebration and got tickets and everything. But so I had respect for Neurotic. At least he said he wasn't going to give him his money, and he wasn't going to go. He was going to go and hang outside. And I had a free one, a media pass, and I couldn't go, so I sent it to him. Now, why did I want it back? I thought it'd be kind of cool just to have. Drunk 3PO is here. I sent Drunk 3PO an email, and that bitch won't answer his emails. But nothing against, like I said, I like Nerd Erotic. I do. When he did his card reviews, I like that. When he talks about the Orville, I really like that. So I'm not here bashing on Nerd Erotic. I just couldn't believe he said he didn't know who I was. When we've talked, I made a video, and I gave him a celebration badge, and we had that whole incident where he lost it because I wanted it back because it's a collector's item, I thought. But, all right, good to see Drunk 3PO here. I should have had a special clip just for him. I'm going to try to get Junk 3PO. I'm going to beg him to come on Star Wars Mondays one night so we can give him hell about how much he hates the new movies. Or he can give me hell how much I like Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. But Drunk 3PO is here. So we got Raw Solo. Says Alien Todd will like that, I'm sure. I'm sure he would, whatever that is. Hey, Junkman from Liverpool. We got somebody from Liverpool. Okay, now I'm saving these sound clips for Super Chat. But being that you're from Liverpool, I've got to send this out for you. Who's from Liverpool? TK 1972, good year. This is going out just to you because of the long hair lover from Liverpool, TK 1972, Terry. That's going out just for you. So y'all ready to talk Saturdays? Are y'all ready? I heard the Echo. Y'all know the website Echo Base? They do some videos. I think that's their name. Echo Base Network. They said they popped into the chat a couple days ago and kept asking me to come on their show, but I didn't see it. And I was like, I see all the chats. I thought. But we've been talking. I'm going to go over to the Echo Base Network show and talk vintage stuff. We're not going to talk bashing Star Wars. That's the thing that gets me about the Phantom Menace, guys. I'm going to do it in my video, too. I did a message about the Phantom Menace, and I'll get bored. I'll go on. I'll tell Star Wars live stream. I just want to hear somebody talk Star Wars. 90% of them is gaming stuff, so I don't watch it. But then I find Drunk 3PO. I find Echo Base Network. You know, then you got, you find all these people and everyone's talking about the same thing. They're bashing Star Wars, the same old cliche thing. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy's got to go. And I was like, don't anybody just talk Star Wars anymore. Don't somebody just talk about what they love. Star Wars. Don't have to focus on the new shit. Talk about the new. Talk about what you love. At least once a week. Drunk 3PO do, once a week. But every time I go on live stream, that's all it is bashing. So that's why Mondays, 7 o'clock Eastern, Star Wars Live, where we love Star Wars. We don't love all Star Wars. I don't like Rise of Skywalker, but I'm not going to bash it. I'm going to sit here and talk Star Wars that I love. I don't know what the topic is tonight, but we'll find out soon. Drunk 3BS says, don't believe what Bob Chapstick said about Kathleen Kennedy. He wants her out. Oh my God. Here we go. When does Star Wars turn into backstage drama? That's another thing. I like to hear about lightsabers. I like to hear about fights. I like to hear about who's been cast, who's the new movie, who's directing it, what's the story of the new movie, what's that. But now it's turned into backstabbing, fighting, and it's turned into Star Wars news. Went from rumors about the movie to the National Enquirer, TMZ. That's what the Star Wars news has turned into. And then you got people like Gloomy Cunt that believes everything people say. Okay, I'm not gonna get into a whole rant. Remember Ultraman? I didn't have Ultraman on my list of live action shows, and I should have. Okay. Ooh, I don't know who Bob. I don't know who Bob Chipstack is. Maybe that's why I don't know about the goings on. We're already 25 minutes ago, Junkman. No, we are 27 and 53 seconds in. We'll get there. I just gotta stretch this thing out for an hour. I don't have that many shows to talk about. I dread Mondays until Pop Culture in the Morning came. Brian loves pop culture. Do the Wolfman Jack voice. I can't do. If I could do Wolfman Jack, I'd be on a radio. I miss DJs on the radio. Do you? I know. Now it's about, we play more music in an hour. I was like, no, I like to talk. Tell me about the song. Tell me about the album. Tell me what's going on. I like the DJs, man. They cut that out. Like Dr. Johnny Fever. Booger. We need Gloomy Cunt on. I love a Morton Downey Jr. voice. I used to love watch Morton Downey Jr., man. Really like that. And, okay, so I was reading there. Again, Super Chats, if you want to get a soundboard or if you want to get a video clip. We got a lot of video clips, guys, we got to get to.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Okay, so I guess we're going to talk pop culture. We're going to talk TV shows. Let's get on to it. Left Coast Graphics can't wait. I mean, no, it wasn't Left. I called you out, Left. I lost you, dude. Was the comic book guy, wasn't it? The comic book store guy? Oh, well, I left you. Okay, who remembers Shazam? And I don't know if I should say this. ISIS in the morning. Remember the Saturday mornings you had Shazam and you had ISIS hour. You have one of each. I don't know how they did. I know at one time it was 30 minutes each, and then you had an hour of Shazam, and then an hour of ISIS. But, in fact, I got a picture of ISIS right here. Wow! Look at that. Woo! That looks like Kathleen Kennedy right there. Wow! Okay, but I remember Shazam. I remember watching it. I remember my brother liked it, and I remember this is probably 75. I didn't write down the year, sorry, sue me. But this is mid-70s, and I really remember Shazam. Don't remember what the episodes were about, everything. It became one of those shows growing up. I was like, hey, remember that show in the 70s, Shazam? But I don't remember ISIS. Now, I've heard of ISIS. Yeah, I've heard, of course, I've heard people remembering the show, but I guess we turned it off. I know why we turned it off. Because we were white men. We didn't want to see a woman in a movie. We didn't see a superhero female. ISIS belongs in the kitchen. Okay, there we go. That's my rant for the day. That's what people say. If you don't like Ray, if you don't like Rose Tico, if you don't like Laura Dern's character, and I love Laura Dern, her character was wasted. Even if I did like Last Jedi, you don't waste Laura Dern, man. Laura Dern. She's an amazing actress. I love her ever since way back. It started happening. 3PO's in here bashing the new movies. What's he talking about? It happened when KK started hating on the original Star Wars. Let her hate. But you gotta at least do one. You gotta at least do one show a day with love for Star Wars. I don't understand people. I mean, you got a lot of viewers. You Phantom Menace guys, y'all got a lot of viewers. You know what you're doing, so don't listen to me. Hell, you're rocking it more than I am. But I was just like, I couldn't watch it over and over and over and over again every day. Oh, it would just make me pull my hair out. It just make me put me in a bad mood. Oh man, Junk 3PO. Oh, he's fun to mess with. Him and his Belloc hat. Okay, but anyway, okay. But yeah, if you don't like a female, they say it's because you're sexist. But all the people that like, don't like Ray also loves Ripley and some others. But Sarah Connor back when she was cool. And here's another one. I have to pull up. This is what's it called? Arc 2. Does anyone remember Arc 2? Now I'll pull this up. That's like the robot from the 50s movies. I don't remember Arc 2. So I don't really have much to say about the Arc 2. Science fiction show came around in the mid-78, I think it was. 76, I believe it was. Right before Star Wars. It was hung on there. It probably would get a little bit more ratings if they just waited. 1976. So they just missed the window. See, Star Wars, people's like, Star Wars did come at a really good time. You started getting this Saturday morning stuff. You had the Star Trek animated cartoon. You had the Star Trek repeats. It was more popular in syndication than it was when it was on network television. You had this. You had a bunch of science fiction stuff on TV. And the science fiction community was growing and maturing. Although I don't know if you can call this maturing, but it was. Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers. Yeah, we looked at a picture of Aaron Gray a couple of nights ago. And, whoo. Oh, man, Drunk 3PO's got to go to work. Go to work? What a loser. Oh, he's got to go to work on his new video. Is it about how Kathleen Kennedy is ruining Star Wars? That sounds like a good topic. Work on that. But again, 3PO, I think you're already gone with 3PO Phantom Menace, guys. Hey, y'all do a lot better than I do, so who am I to give advice, right? Casting Shadow says Rocky Dennis. I don't know what about Rocky Dennis. Michael says Plastic Man cartoon. I remember the stretching Plastic Man. But here's, I don't remember this one, so we'll go on to the next movie. And what about this one? Monster Squad. It will not let me drag it. Monster Squad, not to be confused with the movie called Monster Squads in the 80s and not related. This is where you had the Wolfman, you had Frankenstein. I know, Frankenstein's monster, Junkman. That's not Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein's monster. Hey, it's Frankenstein, okay? We all know Frankenstein was the guy who made him, but his name's Frankenstein. Let's just get over that and call him Frankenstein. You don't have to tell me, that's Frankenstein's monster. We know, but everybody calls him Frankenstein, okay? And you had Dracula, and it looks like Jim Carrey. I don't know who the guy in the yellow is. He must be the hero of the show. I don't remember this show either, but I was bringing up stuff. And I wasn't bringing up stuff just because I remember it. But to me, it reminds me of the Remco. That Dracula looks like the Remco Dracula figure. You remember the Remco Dracula figure that would glow in the dark? It looked like that. It looked like that. That's a very good likeness. But then again, I guess all Draculas look alike. I bet that's horrible. I've never seen it, but I bet it's horrible. Let's see that. That was from 1976 to 1977. We're going to stay in the 70s here. The Slee Stack helped out the family of Land of the Lost. Now, this was a very popular one. I think a lot of you do remember this. They actually made a movie of it that was horrible. I guess I never saw it, just heard it was horrible, so I'm just going to judge it anyway. But there we go. Land of the Lost. It was cheesy. It was corny. It had goofy clay special effects, but it was fun. It was now that's what I always loved about Saturday morning. You would get these little cartoons here, and at about noontime you would have your afternoon news or something. But then right around 10, maybe 11, 10:30, 11, they would slowly bring you into the live action stuff. So it would be really kiddie stuff, and it would slowly get you into this more mature live. Now, when I say more mature stuff, I mean like 10-year-old stuff, live action stuff. And then by 12, you probably have your local news show or something, and you run outside to play. So it was a good bridge, you know. I can remember being little and watching cartoons and be like, oh, there goes the live action stuff, man. Saturday morning is just over. But then I would see something like Land of the Lost, and I'll say, well, let me watch it and let me just see what's going on here. This is good. This is as good as a cartoon gets. This is as good. Oh, we got T for 2 in here. I didn't see that. He says the 90s remake of Land of the Lost seemed to be lost to time, but I loved it. I've heard only bad things. I haven't seen it, but I wish they would have. You know, the Brady Bunch movie is real. I love that movie, and they really do good at honoring the old Brady Bunch. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of stuff in there. If you know the old show, it's really funny, and they pick at it, and it's really good. I wish Land of the Lost would have done something more like that, made fun of the original television show, but in a loving way, instead of using, maybe even use the clay dinosaurs or something. Made it look like the Land of the Lost that we grew up on. Oh, and then here we go. Yeah, I had H&R Puff and stuff in here, and I forgot to grab the picture, guys. I had banana splits. I don't think I grabbed that. Okay, go back, because I forgot to grab these pictures. H&R Puff and stuff. We're talking the Sid and Mardi Gras stuff. It was really creepy, like this one we're going to talk about here. Banana Split was another one. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. Oh, God, what a great song. And then you had the Croft Super Show that was like a variety show and a lot more. And I forgot to grab those pictures. But we got this one right here. I think Ben Vereen was in it. You heard me right. Ben Vereen. And it's called Zombie Zoo or something. Zombie Zoo. It looks horrible. It looks like this would have scared the shit out of me if I was about 5 years old and turned my TV on and saw this. This looks as scary as that movie Cats that came out a couple of years ago. It looks fucking creepy. Creepy. Still got Land of the Lost. Seeing more chats again, super chats. Make sure I don't miss them. We got Car Shot Reality. That's the guy I was looking for earlier. This show is so bad, it's entertaining. Yeah, that's always good. Land of the Lost show was awesome. It had two. So remember when they brought back Land of the Lost in like the late 80s, early 90s, a new television series? Never watched it. Don't know much. If you watched it, let me know how it was. You know it's Monday, not Saturday, right? What? I did not know that. And of course, one of my favorite, because it came on after seeing Star Wars, so I was needing my sci-fi fix. Jason of Star Command. Now, if you're on my Twitter, it's Junkman on Twitter now, because of course some reason they banned That's Junkman. I don't know why. They never would tell me, but it's Junkman on Twitter. I tweeted out some custom-made action figures of these, and they looked really good. I was like, oh, Super 7, somebody give us Jason of Star Command. Now, I loved this as a kid. I remember always excited this was coming on. I kind of didn't have much memory of it in the 80s. You know, it was one of those things I remember loving, but I didn't have any, I couldn't tell you anything about storyline or anything. I thought the guy on the end down here next to the woman, not Jason, but the other guy, I thought he was on Murphy Brown, but I don't think that's the same actor now that I look at it. But I remember seeing a bootleg VHS copy of it at Dragon Con. When first times I went to a con, bought it, got home, got excited, bought it and Space Giants. I was like, this is, couldn't hardly sit through. I think you can watch episodes on YouTube. I know they released them on DVD, but it just didn't hold up. But that's a lot of things. Wasn't as good as you remember as a kid. I was like, I should have just kept that memory as a child. And of course, we're in the more of the late 80s here with Pee-wee's Playhouse. Everyone loved Pee-wee's Playhouse, and I know a lot of people that was a lot older than the target audience that loved to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse. After all, it's Paul Reubens as Pee-wee Herman. Remember when he was in Cheech and Chong movie? Remember when Paul Reubens' character Pee-wee started? It was more of an adult show. It was a little dirty. It was a little raunchy. And then it slowly morphed into a kid's show. And that first Pee-wee Herman movie, whew, isn't that a classic? That is. But Pee-wee's Playhouse, Great show. You know, Andy Kaufman got upset, said it was based on a show that he planned that didn't take off. I think Andy Kaufman's Funhouse or something, which would have been interesting to see. And this one here kind of bridged live action and cartoon. They did this a lot in the late 80s. Of course, we got the dad from the Cyndi Lauper video, the wrestler. Always wore a rubber band in his face. I don't know why. We got the Mario Super Show. So the Mario Brothers Super Show. We got Luigi over there. I don't know that guy named that plays Luigi, but I've seen him in a lot of stuff. I see him in a movie right now. I can't think of what it was. I just saw him in something recently that was old though. But we got the Super Mario Super Show. They would do little skits and things, and then work your way into a cartoon. And this one right here, I have to go. This is Shazam returned in the 80s. I don't know how many people remember this. And he kind of hosted a little cartoon thing also. This was Kid Superpower Hour with Shazam. That's right. It wasn't the same guy from the movie. I don't know which one it is here. That looks like Jack Black dressed up in the middle right there, but I know it's not. Lou Albano. Yeah, he was awesome. Wise Guys. He was in Wise Guys. Forgot about that. But yeah, that's the Shazam, kind of like a variety show, and they would host cartoons in between. And here's one kind of odd choice. When you think, let's get an actor to do kid shows on Saturday mornings, you know what actor probably comes to mind first? Richard Pryor. So we had Pryor's Place. This was his kid show, come on Saturday mornings. It just don't seem, it just seems odd. Richard Pryor, get Richard Pryor to host a kid show. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to change his image or something, man. Or maybe he's just trying to branch out and do more than one thing. It just seems that you're an executive or you're part of the network system. You think, Richard Pryor, Saturday mornings? Oh, put a Richard Pryor show on at 11:30 at night. Come over to Pryor's Place. Yep, that's what Cartwright Reality said. That was the slogan. That lasted for one season in 1984. Richard Pryor's Place. And I can't remember much about it. I remember hearing about it, but I don't have any memories ever watching it. I might have to go back and see if I can watch some of those. And of course, Hey Ernest is Vern. Vern had his own television show. I think this is before he started doing movies. He was the first viral star. He did local commercials, and those commercials took off. He would do just local commercials for people around the country, usually in the South, I think it started, and then it exploded. Back before there was an internet to even help you explode stuff like that. It was all word of mouth. Have you seen these videos? And he really became popular, kind of became that character. I mean, a lot of people, Jim Varney, they think of Ernest. They don't think of Jim Varney, but Jim Varney was great. We talked about a TV show he did in the 80s. That was really good, didn't last long. And last week we talked about Beverly Hills Billies, the movie. I thought he was really good in that. And whenever he pops up and stuff, he was really good, even good at the slinky voice in Toy Story. I really like Jim Varney. It was sad to see him go a little too soon there, kind of early. But that's Hey Vern is Ernest from 1988. Only lasted one season, but that's okay. He went on to do movies, so I'm sure he wasn't hurting any. And we got one more. This is the 90s. I wanted to bring up something from the 90s. I kept seeing Saved by the Bell on my list, and I never saw that as a Saturday morning show. It seemed like it came on every day on TBS, but maybe I was catching the reruns. So I'll pull one from the 90s. I watched this. I was way too old for the target audience, but I loved it. Beatman's World. Who didn't? I mean, I love this show. I always love science, like Mr. Wizard. I always love stuff like that. When they do little science experiments and stuff you can do at your house. Always love that. So I always loved Beatman's World. It was always a lot of fun. Of course, you had the rat. You had the girls that changed out. You had one of them that was in the Brady Bunch movie. So I'm back to Brady Bunch again. But I really did love Beatman's World. So that's a look at, that's a look at live action shows. I'm going to hop over the chat, see what you guys think. Maybe there's some you missed. Maybe there's some that I shouldn't have brought up that you're going to tell me about. And of course, you will get a random video if you send a super chat. You can't do that on television. I was going to talk about that. I love that show. Again, I didn't see it as a Saturday morning. Maybe they did new ones, but throughout the week they would rerun it or something. But it seemed like I remember watching You Can't Do That on Television, which I loved. I would watch it around 3 o'clock in the afternoon for something like that. The Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Ugh. Come on now. Come on.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Okay, we got to fight those frizzies there. Pee-wee says the original Junkman. Yep. Beekman's World better than Bill Nye? Yes, it is. Bill Nye sucks. Bill Nye. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. What a trip. He forgot about it, so I'm not sure. What about Bobby? What about Bobby on Ours Goes to Jail? I don't know what that is. Ernest Saves Christmas is a classic. Remember Pee-wee. Slinky Dog, really going. I always wondered who Vern was. Yeah, who was Vern? You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, Vern. Jim Varney. Ernest was the man. He was, man. And people give him a bad rap for those Ernest movies. But come on, at the time. Richard Pryor had just been in Superman 3. Maybe that's why they thought he would work as a kid show host, maybe. Fat Albert. Yeah, of course. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Hey, we got a Raw. Got him a little zombie looking there. Yeah. Raw sending another super chat. Means a lot. What about Bozo? You mean Bozo the Clown? Does he really need to be called the Clown? I think that's an old joke. Bozo the Clown. I mean, we can figure it out by looking at him. He's a damn clown. Bozo. I hated Bozo. Now, from what I remember, this was more of the 90s. Or maybe it was a new Bozo. And it would come on WGN out of Chicago. You know, WGN out of Chicago was a local channel. It was all over the place. And you throw those little balls in a bucket and you try to win. It was just, I just guess because clowns are really creepy to me. I couldn't really get into that. Let's give Raw Solo another video chat. What are we going to give him? Let's see what we can give him. Here you go. Just for you, Raw.
Well, I got 8, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
There ain't no Santa Claus.
Okay, I don't know why that played 2 of them, but you got 2 of them for the price of 1. So there you go. Thank you so much, Raw Solo. Thank you so much. Romper Room. Yeah, I remember my brother and sister said they had a chance to be on Romper Room. I don't know why. They used to always say that and tell me about the time they almost got on Romper Room, but I don't know why. I don't think they filmed it anywhere locally. Why is that doubled over there?
Whenever you take a notion to, I don't aim to put you out none.
Well, that's good then. Don't take me out none. Let's see what else we got.
Now the blueberry is one that...
No fizz.
Over there,
Okay, we got Nice is Raw Solo. Ha 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 says Joe Raw Solo. We got let's see what this Magic Monkey Fig 2. I didn't like Banana Splits. They were too odd for my liking. A lot of that Sid and Mardi Gras stuff was too odd looking. But the Brady Bunch film is great. I love that Brady Bunch film. The sequel was not bad, but the Brady Bunch movie, yeah. The sequel's okay, but that first one is really good. Like I said, if you know Brady Bunch, there's a lot of inside stuff in there. It's really some, the Dipmeyers. That's the name of the neighbors in the movie. And there's actually, they talk about the Dipmeyers on the television show. I don't think you ever saw them on the television show. It's the guy that plays Mike Brady. Now that's some sound clips I need. He also played the boss in Office Space. Yeah, he played the boss in Office Space here.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Not him, this guy.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow.
Gary Coleman? Not Gary Coleman. Gary Cole was his name. But anyway, he is great as Mike Brady, man. He is. That is a great man. And it is a wonderful cast of everybody in that show. So what about some Saturday morning live action shows that you remember? Of course, this guy said he was scared of Banana. He didn't like Banana Splits, too odd for him. But yeah, I can see that. Banana Splits was odd. We had a local romper room filmed at my location station. We had Miss Nancy and Miss... I remember I found out... Romper... Yeah, I think they did local romper room. So I think that's what my brother and sister were talking about. He was Ricky Bobby's dad, too. I didn't know that. He's in a lot of great stuff. Well, I lost my train of thought there. What was I going? Oh, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Remember the woman that lived in the land of make believe? She wasn't a puppet. Lady, somebody, I'm not sure, Lady something. But I found out she lived in my town. Like actually she retired or something in the 90s. She lived in my town. And I couldn't believe it, and I was like, man, I had such a crush on her when I was little. Lady Amberly. Something like that. Ashley sent in a super chat. Thank you so much, Ashley. Let's give you a voice. And then we'll give you a video, too.
Hey, where are the white women at?
That's what people say when Ashley walks into the room, is where's the white women at? Let's give you, let's see what we can, we'll give you this one, Ashley. I think you'll enjoy this one, Ashley. So, Ashley, this one's just for you.
Song about Jelly Man Kelly. He loves jelly the most. Papa most of all. Jelly Man Kelly loves jelly on toast.
That's right. Ashley's probably like, what the hell was that? Why was James Taylor singing to me about a Jelly Man Kelly? Oh, Chris said, Junk, what year were you getting the WMG feed of Bozo? I grew up in the 70s and into the 80s. I think there was like a new Bozo hour or something in the 90s is what I'm thinking of. I mean, I know Bozo from the 60s and he was around the 70s. But I was thinking about the more like the 90s. I think it was like the new Bozo show. Probably somebody else played it. Lady Elaine? Maybe that's who I'm thinking about. Lady Elaine. It was the human one. Remember the other puppet in Atlanta Make Believe that like had looked like an alcoholic, had a big red nose and red, like Miss Hathaway. That thing was scary. I never knew if that was a man or a woman for a long time. That thing. Okay, Lady Elaine and Lady Abilene. Yeah, I don't remember which one was human, one was puppet, right? I don't know. I should have looked it up, I guess, but I didn't know I was going to talk about it. Missed the 90s Bozo. Believe me, he didn't miss anything but a creepy clown hanging out with kids. Elaine's the puppet. Okay, is that the one with the rosy cheeks, like an alcoholic, like a bitch, like the neighborhood bitch? That thing was scary, man. The postman just gave me my mail on Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. My postman just gave me my mail. I love Speedy. Speedy, what's his name? Speedy Delivery. Howdy Doody time. Yeah, what time is it, boys? It's the Howdy Doody time. That was a good one. The puppet lady was great villain. Yeah, I don't remember if she was ever bad. I just remember thinking she was bad and always being scared of her. And then, it didn't hit me until years later that the king on there is 13. He's the 13th. He's Friday. That's his name, King Friday the 13th. It's kind of odd. And then what was it, Queen Saturday and his Prince Sunday? But it's just odd that they gave, Friday the 13th was the name of the king. And I don't think I ever put it together. I know he had 13 on his castle, and I know he was a king, and I know his name was Friday, but I never put it together until years later that it was King Friday the 13th. Sound like a good horror movie, you ask me. James Brown Hot Tub. Go get out of the top hub. Gotta make you sweat. Eddie Murphy doing that is great. Mr. McFreely. Yeah, Mr. McFreely. Special delivery from Mr. McFreely. I liked him. I also like Captain Kangaroo. Again, we're talking more afternoon stuff here, but Captain Kangaroo, I used to love. Mr. Green Jeans. You had the moose. You had the ping pong balls, and you had the drawing of the Simons. Junkman says echo, echo, echo. I missed that. Lady Elaine's mother is grumpy. Might be. I heard she was gonna sue me before doing that video. We won't get into all that. I mostly ignored live action on Saturdays and went to play. Yeah, that's how I was saying earlier. You had to lead up to them in the cartoon. And by the time they got to the live action, it was like 11 o'clock. By then, I was ready to go outside, hang out, and play. But I did watch a few of them. And then, Step says, Electric Company. Hey, you guys. Man, I bet there's a lot of people that watch the Goonies, that love the Goonies, especially younger kids that watch, younger people, not your kids, that watch the Goonies, that don't get that reference to, hey, you guys. I bet they're, Ashley. Ashley, did I say Ashley? Yeah, I did Ashley a video. I was going to say I didn't do Ashley a video, but I did do Ashley a video there. Pee-wee was the first thing I really paid attention to in live action. It was really good. I don't remember watching a lot of them, but the ones I did watch was always really funny and enjoyable. It was one of those I think I would have just put on my TV. I was a lot older. I was in my teen years. I would put on the TV and probably do other things around my room. Not that. I would put on Who's the Boss when I wanted to do that. We didn't have Pornhub back then. I had seen him on HBO, and his movie was awesome. Yeah, the HBO one was a little bit more adult, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I know he did some adult nightclub stuff before hitting it big as a kid's show. Zoom was a classic. I forgot about that one. After action was Wild World of Sports. Yeah, and they would do, I remember they would do a news break, too. They would show this Earth globe on CBS. Around the world with news, and give you some kind of odd little news. PBS should rerun Electric Company. Yeah, I think they brought it back one time too, like a new cast and everything. But there again, bringing it back stuff just doesn't hold up. I mean, Electric Company, Morgan Freeman. Remember Morgan Freeman on Electric Company? Spider-Man, Letterman. Oh man, Joan Rivers as the narrator of Letterman, and who did the voice of Letterman? Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder, man. Letterman was great. Groot says, Boris Mangalis, it was great. A bear in his cabin. Not Teddy. Has a blue house. He has some human friends play with him a visit. He ate gingerbread cookies and showed us movies. I don't know what that is, but I guess that sounds like somebody you hang out with. Sounds pretty creepy. He had a bear in his cabin. Remember Bear in the Big Blue House? Now we're talking, what, 2000s? My daughter used to make us watch that. I got one, Dr. Shrinker. Is that where he shrunk everybody? I remember there were like two. There was Dr. Shrinker, I think, and then there was another one that was like Land of the Giants, I think it was called, where they were like the humans were small, but really everything else was just big. They wasn't really shrunk. Danger Mouse, I think that was a cartoon on Nickelodeon. Danger Mouse. I think Dr. Shrinker. Yeah, I remember two things that had something to do with being small there. What is this?
Fighting the Frizzies.
Oh, Fighting the Frizzies. I couldn't remember what that was. Like, what is that? I got saved as Fight. I don't know what apes are.
Well, I got AIDS, but other than that...
Oh, that's funny. 2 times. Okay, I'm sitting here analyzing my chat while I'm talking to you guys. BJ and the Bear, well, that was a network television show. BJ and the Bear, of course, came on after, or maybe before, but I think it came on after Sheriff Lobo. I mean, I love Sheriff. I should do a video. We should do a Pop Culture Morning forgotten 80s television shows like Sheriff Lobo. Maybe that will be tomorrow's topic. Let me know. Forgotten 80s television shows. Land of the Giants was primetime show. Dr. Shrinker was a Saturday cartoon show. Land of the Giants was primetime? Couldn't remember. I just get them mixed up. Darkwing Duck. Super Ted. I don't know Super Ted. Is there anything like... Remember Super Dave? Oh, I love Super Dave. Dr. Snuggles. That sounds perverted. Voltron. Yeah, Voltron was really big. Hey, Junkman says Wookiee in Exile. I didn't know Wookiees were in the band Exile, but I think I did that joke last time, and people were probably like, who the hell is the band Exile? Okay, we're wrapping it up here. We got about 3 or 4 more minutes left, so let me just check over, make sure I didn't mean. Chris says that Pee-wee was supposed to be an adult show, but was made into a kid show. Still had adult content in it. Yeah, he do obscure stuff that kind of like the adults watching. You kind of like, hey, I know where he's going there. But I always loved. Man, I didn't like that second Pee-wee movie. Pee-wee Big Top with Chris Christopherson. Land of the Giants is on MeTV on Saturday nights. Oh, that's cool. Remember the episode of Electric Company? Spider-Man came out of a man's bathtub and the man was taking a bath. I don't remember that. That was funny. I don't remember that one. 50 people watching, only 14 likes. Oh no! Like the video, hit the like button, guys. I got 9 likes over here on mine, so I don't even got 14. Mine's showing 9. Ooh.
Kiss my grits!
Okay, kiss my grits. We already did the kiss my grits, but we're gonna do it again. Here, Columbo. Not really a Saturday morning show, but I remember Columbo, of course. He always said, one more thing, and then he'd turn around and get somebody, be like, I got you in a trap, man, I got you. Okay, I'm just seeing here. Okay, guys. Wasn't Pee-wee original on Rodney Dangerfield Showcase special? He might have been. Rodney Dangerfield did those specials where they bring out comedians and stuff. He could have been on that. I don't remember, but or one of his specials. He could have been. Rodney Dangerfield did a lot of specials. The bathtub thing sounds like Sesame Street. Yeah. I love Flo. Joe says he loves Flo. Who doesn't love Flo?
Ziggy, if you hear me, take me far, far from here. Let me leap to 89, that was a better year.
Oh, who doesn't love Dr. Sam Beckett? No one. Pee-wee Herman was in Chicken. Yeah, I talked about he was in one of the Chicken Chong movies. I don't remember which one. I remember Nice Dreams, and it was the first one, Up in Smoke's classic comedy, classic Chicken Chong. The other ones I could never really get into as much. And you remember when Chicken Chongs did a pirate movie? It just didn't work for me. Oh, Chris said he watched that episode last night. Very funny episode. I would, Chris probably knows if he saw that episode with Scott Bakula. I wish they had him zoom, leap away at the end. It shows him looking out the window at the Always Sunny gang and everything. and he's remembering about the good old times. And it's like, that would have been great if he leaped. I was like, oh man, because he's singing about, I wish he could leap out of there. That would have been fucking funny. Pee-wee keeps saying hamburger. Hamburger. Remember that comedian? I tried to pull that sound clip. I couldn't get it. He would tell a joke, and it wasn't funny, but he would always tell his joke, and he'd go, hamburger. He would have come on Apollo or something. He'd be like, man, I went down to the street the other day, and what's with the street? There wasn't no cars on it. Hamburger. Anybody remember that comedian? Maybe it was just me, but it was one of those where comedians had to have a catchphrase like this guy right here. Shucky ducky quack quack. Shucky ducky quack quack. That was another comedian. He would just be doing his little comedian routine, and then it was like shucky ducky quack quack for no reason at all. Look out. There's an alien behind me. It took me a minute to read that. For some reason I saw it on here, but I saw it on my other monitor that shows the live feed. Pepsi No Coke chips. Okay, well I guess that's let's do. We're an hour. Let's do one more song. Let's let Sam Beckett sing us out of here.
Oh, Ziggy, can you see my tears? Ziggy, lead me far, far from here.
Yeah, Jerry Clower. Somebody said Jerry Clower. Yeah, remember him? I remember he had those commercials on the radio with Jerry Clower, and he, rat ran up my britches hall leg. Oh, okay. Well, that's it. Well, don't forget, we'll be back around 5 o'clock with the daily video, Star Blazers. You don't want to miss that. Going to be working on Star Blazers video. Should be up at 5. Hey, remember the old O&A Ron and Fez break on those guys. I loved O&A, and I loved Ron and Fez. Man, Fez Whatley. Who doesn't love Fez Whatley? That's all I got to say right there.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own.
That's right, Fez Whatley. Big fan of Fez. Anyway, we're going to get out of here now. Don't forget, 5 o'clock, Star Blazers video. You might want to check that one out. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, Star Wars Monday. We're going to talk Star Wars live. We're not going to bash Star Wars. We're not going to hate on it. We're not even going to make fun of drunk 3POs, white Indiana Jones, wannabe Bell-like hat. We're going to talk Star Wars. I don't know what the topic is, but it's going to be fun. We're going to talk Star Wars. We're going to have fun. So join us 7 p.m. tomorrow. Pop Culture Show will not be happening. I got something to do. It's going to interflict. I was going to move it to 10, but then that's going to screw me up also. So no Pop Culture in the morning tomorrow, but we will be back Wednesday. But we will be doing the 7 o'clock show all week as planned. 7 o'clock tonight, Star Wars. Star Wars Monday. Good stuff in the morning. See you maybe tonight, Chad. So what? No bashing Kennedy? Maybe we'll bash you just for the fun of it. TV2 says see you next time, Junkman. Ivan says like Spike. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I'm going to let the 8 take us out of here. We all watched the 8, but let's let the 8 take us out of here again. And I'll see you guys tonight at 7 and come back for Star Blazers.
Funny, but here's that rainy day. Here's that rainy day they told me about.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.